Hello everyone. In this video lecture, we will discuss about various aspects of modern manufacturing system or modern manufacturing process. Apart from its various aspects, we will discuss about advantages, limitations, applications of modern manufacturing process. Now, first we have to learn about what is the various needs of unconventional machining process or modern manufacturing process or modern manufacturing system. Modern manufacturing system or process is also known as unconventional machining process. Last few decades, we have witnesses a rapid growth in development of harder and difficult to machine metals and alloy. Because nowadays in many manufacturing unit, there are variety usage of super alloy, and in the process of machining super alloy, there are various conventional machining is various challenging for machining super alloy. So in nowadays in modern any manufacturing plant prefer to use non-conventional machining process. From last, it has been realized that such materials are difficult to machine by conventional method, and therefore their machining is not only costly but also result into a poor surface finish and shorter tool life. To overcome this difficulty, a number of newer machining processes have been developed. Machining of complicated shape, thin and fragile component, and accurate and economical forming of very hard, high strength materials, which are being extensively used in aerospace and nuclear industries, as well as very mechanical industries, automobile industries, have forced the scientists, engineers, and technologists to search a new technique for machining, which can rapidly provide an effective solution to these problems. And basically, problems are uh, rapid machining, machining of hard materials, and not wear and tear of tool which we are using in machining process. Like in conventional machining process, there is a direct touch of workpiece and tool. Due to this, the tool is rapidly wearing and tearing. But in apart from conventional machining, there is no direct contact of tool with workpiece in unconventional machining. So, due to this, uh, the lifespan of cutting tool is longer than conventional machining. As a result of research and development for the last 50 years, several new methods of machining have emerged which can be grouped under the name of unconventional machining or newer machining process. These are various characteristics of mm, non-conventional machining. The following are the characteristics features of non-traditional machining process when compared to traditional or conventional machining process. In the non-conventional machining process, material is removed from the workpiece without any mechanical contact, like we have discussed earlier. There is no direct contact between workpiece and the tool. In many process, material removal rate is independent of the hardness of the workpiece. Like if you're talking about EDM, ECM, electrochemical machining, electric discharge machining, a material removal rate is equal for any hard material or any soft metal. Means there is effect of hardness is not decide the material removal rate in non-conventional machining. Cutting forces are independent of hardness of the work material. If you're talking about cutting forces which we applied on workpiece, there is independency of hardness of the work material. The tool material need not be harder than the work material. In many cases, softer material can be used as tool material because there is no direct contact between tool and the workpiece. We can use softer material than the job or workpiece. Almost any work material, irrespective of its hardness and strength, can be machined. In this slide, we have discussed that the hardness of the material is not any parameter which describe the rate of hardness or wear of tool or soft or hardness of the material. Basically, we can do machining harder as well as softer material from non-conventional machining. These are also some characteristics of non-conventional machining. Generally, tool wear is negligible, hence tool wear is not a problem. Uh, like EDM process, sometime tool wear is a problem because due to development of ionized coulomb, there is some wear of the uh, tool is possible. No burr is left on the workpiece. Generally, no residual stress are left on the surface machine. In most of the cases, entire shaft can be obtained in one stage or in one sitting. This is possible since material removal takes place uniformly over the entire area below the tool simultaneously. In majority of cases, surface integrity of the surface produced by the modern manufacturing process is superior because in the modern manufacturing system, most of the system is automated, and our main motto is to develop better surface finish apart from conventional machining. Modern manufacturing or machining methods can be integrated easily with the microprocessor and numeric control for better control of the process and for improving the versatility and productivity of the machine. As we have discussed, there are many automation process we are using in non-conventional machining or advanced manufacturing process for betterment of increase rate of production, for betterment of surface finish, and for betterment of quality of the product. Because we have seen that in non-conventional machining, the distribution of stresses and the distribution of the forces among overall surface of the job piece. Now here are some basic principle of newer machining process. The basic principle of machining by this new method is to apply some form of energy to the workpiece directly without almost any physical contact between tool and the workpiece. We have discussed earlier that no any physical contact between the tool and the workpiece and have the desired shape by material removal from the workpiece. Different form of energy we are applying on the workpiece, like mechanical energy, electrical energy, electrochemical energy, thermal energy, and chemical energy. Here are the some actual mechanism or mode of material removal from different processes is giving, like conventional machining process which we are using by the lathe machine, and we are performing various operations on the lathe machine like turning, milling, drilling, chamfering. uh, Predominant mechanism of metal removal rate means shear. We can face a shear failure of work material. When you use, we are talking about abrasive jet machining, erosion of the work material, because these are the basic principle which are using in this machining process. In ultrasonic machining, erosion of work material, cavitation phenomena. If you're talking about chemical machining, then principle is etching. In electrochemical machining, ion displacement, electrochemical grinding, ion displacement, erosion of work material, a spark erosion machining. Principle of a spark erosion machining is vaporization of work metal. Electron beam machining, vaporization of work metal. Laser beam machining, vaporization of work metal. Ion beam machining, vaporization of work metal. These four types of newer machining process is work on the basically principle of vaporization of the work metal, like a spark erosion, electron beam, laser beam, and ion beam machining. Plasma arc machining, fusion of work metal. These are the various principles on which these machining processes are working. Now, what are the various advantages of non-traditional machining? Because nowadays in any manufacturing unit, if you're talking about cost cutting, surely initially some huge investment we have required in some non-conventional machining, but after installation of that machines, our work is far easier than conventional machining. We got better improved quality of product. We got better production rate, and we can machine easily either hard material or any soft material. And by using non-conventional machining, there is no wear and tear of uh, cutting tool, because there is no direct physical contact between workpiece and the job. Here are the some advantages of non-traditional machining, like material removed without mechanical contact with the workpiece in the ECM, electrochemical machining, EDM, electric discharge machining, laser beam machining, and electrochemical machining. In this type of machining, there is no mechanical contact with the workpiece. Second one is material removal rate is independent of workpiece hardness, particularly in ECM, EDM, and LBM. Here, ECM stands for electrochemical machining, ADM is electric discharge machining, and LBM is laser beam machining. Now, third one is cutting forces are independent of workpiece hardness. In this type of machining process, cutting forces are independent of workpiece hardness, because in the conventional machining we have seen that if our workpiece is hard, then we have to apply more and more cutting forces for machining that hard material or hard workpiece. But if you using non-conventional machining like electrochemical machining, electric discharge machining, laser beam machining, or CHM, we normally see that there is independency of cutting force uh, of workpiece hardness. The fourth one is tool material need to be harder than the workpiece material. In this type of machining process, tool material need not to be harder, because there is no physical contact between tool and the workpiece. ECM, EDM, LBM, CHM, and USM, ultrasonic machining. Next one is tool wear is not a problem in ECM, LB, and CHM. Ability to machine any type of material in laser beam machining, burr free machining, ECM, EDM, and CHM. Stress free machining, which particularly found in ECM, ECG, and ECG means electrochemical grinding, and EHM. These are some another advantages of non-conventional machining, like uniform metal removal rate, because the force cover the entire area of the workpieces. Superior surface integrity possible. Finally, focused micro machining possible, easily compatible with the numeric control and the computer control. Basically, if you're talking about advantages, uh, we use automation process, as well as uh, we can do machining at micro level, got better surface finish, got best production rate, got best quality. These are the some advantages of non-conventional machining or advanced machining process. Apart from various advantages of non-conventional machining, there are some limitations of non-traditional machining or non-conventional machining also. Here are some description of limitations of non-traditional machining. Like workpiece and tool must be electrically conductive. Depth of the hole drilled is limited. because the setup is limited in some type of machining like laser beam machining. Particularly in laser beam machining, we do machined of very small component or very precious component. In the non-traditional machining, heat-affected zones produced are not desirable. For this purpose of compatibility of the process with the metallurgical state of workpiece material can be studied before using a particular non-traditional machining process for production work. A study of metallurgical science is quite necessary for using this type of non-conventional machining, because after a study of metallurgical studies we can found that various physical characteristics, chemical characteristics, and the thermal characteristics of that particular job, then we can implement a better or suitable non conventional machining or non-traditional machining or advanced manufacturing process on that particular job. There may be taper in side wells of hole or cavities. Most of these limitations can be overcome and controlled uh, by using our metallurgical science or by using skilled labor or skilled employee. But the advantages is more, and by using this non-conventional machining or non-traditional machining, the companies can get more benefits if you're talking about production company or manufacturing company. Now there are various classification of newer machining process. As we have discussed earlier, some basic principle or types of energy which we are using in non-traditional machining or non-conventional machining. The classification is done on the types of energy used in the working zone for material removal action or for material removal purpose. The four distinct type of energy uses in all type of non-conventional machining, either it would be a ECM, EDM, LBM. Here are the four type of energy which you are using in advanced manufacturing process: mechanical energy, electrical energy divided into electrochemical energy, thermal energy further divided into thermoelectrical electric energy. Next one, fourth one is chemical energy. On the basis of mechanical energy, we can classify non-traditional machining uh, into four types or four subgroups. Like conventional machining. Conventional machining means the machining process which we are using in lathe machine for the purpose of grinding, chamfering, facing, turning, taper turning, etc. Second one is abrasive jet machining, water jet machining, ultrasonic machining. These type of machining process only usage of mechanical energy. Now on the basis of electrical energy, we can also subgroup into four category, like electrochemical machining, electrochemical grinding, electrochemical deburring, electrochemical honing. On the basis of thermal energy, we can classify non-traditional machining into fifth group: a spark erosion machining or electron discharge machining, which is known as EDM, electron beam machining EBM, ion beam machining IBM, laser beam machining LBM, and plasma arc machining PAM. On the basis of chemical energy, further divided into three subgroup, like chemical machining, electropolishing, and photochemical machining. Following are the abbreviation used for unconventional machining or non-traditional machining in these slides, like UCM stand for ultrasonic machining, ECM stand for electrochemical machining, AJM stand for abrasive jet machining, EDM stand for electro discharge machining, LBM stands for laser beam machining, EBM stands for electron beam machining, PEM stands for plasma arc machining, and ECG stands for electrochemical grinding. These are the some basic concepts about non-traditional machining, in which we have seen that what are various needs of non-conventional machining, what are its various types, advantages, limitations, and some basic principle which you are using in non-traditional machining. Now we are solving some multiple choice question on the basis of this class. Basically, we have only overview of non-traditional machining or non-conventional machining. We have only studied about need, classification, advantage, limitations, and types, and the principal uses in non-traditional machining. After this chapter, we will discuss about one by one, like which type of energy used in we categorized earlier in four type of group, like mechanical energy, electrical energy, chemical energy, and on the basis of this type of energy, in the next lecture we will discuss that four type of subcategories which is associated with mechanical energy, electrical energy, and third type of subcategory associated with chemical energy. Now we are going to solve some multiple choice question on the basis of this chapter. First one is non-traditional machining is recommended when we need which of the following features. Uh, first one example is complex shape, high surface quality, and low rigidity structure. And fourth one is all of the above mentioned. We have discussed in the advantages of non-traditional machining that we can produce easily either complex shape, either simple shape. We can produce uh, low rigidity structure or high rigidity structure. We can produce or we can machine a harder material or we can machine softer material. By using of non-conventional machining process, we got finally higher surface quality, better surface finish, higher rate of production. These are some advantages of non-conventional machining or non-traditional machining. Here option in the option there is given why non-conventional machining or non-traditional machining is recommended. If we know the advantages of non-traditional machining, then we can go with the option number 4, because here it is saying that all of the mentioned uh, options we can get easily from the non-conventional machining. We can machine complex shape, we can machine low rigidity structure or high rigidity structure, we can get higher surface finish or better surface quality. If you can multiple options, can add multiple options also, like better surface finish, less or minimum wear and tear of tool. Then and last, if we add all of the mentioned, then surely we are going with all of the mentioned parameters or options. Now the second one, multiple choice question is non-traditional machining can also be called as. Non-traditional machining can also be called as, there are four options. One is contact machining, second one is non-contact machining, third one is partial contact machining, and fourth one is half contact machining. We had seen earlier that in the traditional machining or in conventional machining, there is a physically contact between tool and the workpiece. Then surely there is no answer of a option. Then the second option is non-contact machining. We know that in the non-conventional machining process there is no physical contact between tool and the workpiece. Then our option is of course B, because non-traditional machining is also known as non-conventional machining, advanced manufacturing process or advanced manufacturing system, or non-contact machining, because there is no physical contact between tool and the workpiece. Partial contact machining as half contact machining is also associated with conventional machining. In which of the following industries non-traditional machining method play an important role? If you're talking about industries, then in any industries, if we machining about either hard component or harder component or a small component or soft component, we can easily machine any type of component with non-traditional machining. Then we can say that either it would be a automobile industry, either it would be a aerospace industry or medical industry or any manufacturing unit, small to big. These all are using non-conventional machining or non-traditional machining. for better surface finish, for better quality, for higher rate of production, then our answer is D, all of the mentioned. Apart from this industry, all manufacturing or any manufacturing unit can use non-traditional machining for its various advantages. Now the another MCQ is different classification of non-traditional machining based on source of energy are. We have seen that on the basis of classification of various types of energy, we can divide subgroup of non-traditional machining into various categories. Like if you're talking about on the basis of mechanical energy, further divided into four subgroup: conventional machining, abrasive jet machining, ultrasonic machining, abrasive water machining. These are associated or engaged with mechanical type of energy. If you're talking about the thermal energy, then further it also classified into three subgroup. Chemical energy, chemical and electrochemical energy, it further also divided into various subgroup. Then our answer is all of the mentioned or all of the above. On the basis of these type of energy, we can classify non-traditional machining or non-conventional machining into various subgroups. Another one is in mechanical machining, material is removed by. Mechanical machining means that type of machining or that type of subgroup of non-traditional machining which is only usage of or which is only using of mechanical energy, like ultrasonic machining, abrasive jet machining, water jet machining, and conventional machining. These four type of machining which are using mechanical energy. And if we seen that in abrasive jet machining or in water jet machining, we can see that erosion takes place for material removal. Erosion is the only activity which takes place in material removal rate, in which type of non-traditional machining which only use mechanical energy for material removal process or for material removal action. And other is corrosion, abrasion, vaporization. Vaporization is used for electric discharge machining. And on the chemical machining or on the basis of chemical energy which we are using in non-traditional machining, like corrosion and abrasion. Here abrasion is also associated with like water jet machining and abrasive jet machining. Next one is material in thermal machining is removed by which of the following means. We have seen that the thermal energy associated with vaporization, melting, or electroplating, because by using of thermal energy it create heats between the tool and the between job piece for material removal action. Then we can see that vaporization is also associated with thermal machining process, melting is also associated with thermal machining process, and electroplating is also associated with thermal machining process. Then our option is D, means all of the activity is using in thermal machining process for material removal action. Now another one is which of the following is an example of hybrid machining. Hybrid machining means the application of machining process which is succeed by two or more than two processes. Either it would be a conventional machining process or it would be a non-conventional machining process. But here we have studies or we have seen that all aspects of non-traditional machining. Then in the particular question we only talking about with the respect of non-traditional machining, like ultrasonic machining, electron beam machining, ultrasonic assisted electrochemical machining, laser beam machining. Our question is asking about example of hybrid machining. Then ultrasonic machining is solely responsible for material removal rate or material removal action. Electron beam machining as well as solely responsible for material removal action. Laser beam machining is solely responsible for material removal process. But ultrasonic assisted with electrochemical machining means in the option C we are using two type of non-conventional machining for material removal action. One is ultrasonic and one is ultrachemical machining. Ultrasonic is associated with mechanical energy, using mechanical energy, and electrochemical machining is using chemical machining. Then our option is C, because in the option of C we are using two type of non-conventional machining for further material removal action or material removal process. This is overall about non-traditional machining or non-conventional machining. In this lecture we have seen that need of need of non-conventional machining or non-traditional machining, limitations of non-conventional machining, advantage of non-conventional machining, limitations of non-conventional machining, various classification of non-traditional machining or non-conventional machining. Uh, we have talked about various principles which is associated with various types of non-conventional machining, and in the last of the chapter we have seen some basic multiple choice question on this class. In the next class we will discuss about one to one this type of machining process, like on the basis of mechanical energy, on the basis of electrical energy, or on the basis of chemical energy. Thank you all. Hello everyone. In this video lecture, we will discuss about drilling machine, various types of drilling machine, and the various applications of drilling machine, uh, and overall how many types of process we can occur with the help of drilling machine. This is the our content of this video lecture, like introduction, working principle, construction, a specification for portable drilling machine, types of drilling machine, and various operation performed on drilling machine. This is the basic introduction about drilling machine. The drilling machine or drill press is one of the most common and the useful machine process in industry for producing, forming and finishing hole in a workpiece. The unit essentially consists of a spindle which turn the tool, we are generally called drill tool, which can be advanced in the workpiece either automatically or by the hand. A work table which holds the workpiece rigidly in a position. Here are the basic diagram of drilling machine. It consists following parts like base, table, which is used for putting workpiece, spindle, which is used for applying here drill bit, sleeves, column, which is a stand for with a stand of overall drill machine, and the hair heads is associated with the upper part of the drilling machine. Here is the picture of drill bit or a tool drill. It represents cutting motion of the tool, fixed workpiece, and here we can see in this picture how drilling is done with the help of drill machine. Uh, the working principle is the rotating edge of the drill exert a large force on the workpiece and the hole is generated. The removal of metal in a drilling operation is by shearing and extrusion. Usage of drilling machine is used to drill blind and through the holes in the workpiece. Construction of the drilling machine. Here are the various components associated with the drilling machine: base, column, table, spindle, quill support, quill, spindle, and the drill head. Here, servo motor are employed uh, for feeding the drill bit onto the workpiece. The machine has only a hand feed mechanism for feeding the tool into the workpiece. This enables the operator to feel how the drill is cutting, and accordingly he can control the down feed pressure. Uh, Here is the constructional detail of the drilling machine. Like simplest form of drilling machine is known as bench drilling machine. The simplest type of sensitive drilling machine is shown in figure. This is used for light duty drilling work. This machine is capable to drill hole up to 12.5 mm diameter. Here is the some basic component associated with the drilling machine like motor. An electric motor supplies the required driving force to a stepped pulley. Base is the bottom part of the machine in which the column is fitted upright. Feed handle is provided to feed the drill into the workpiece. A rake and the pinion mechanism is provided to drive the chuck. Column is the main cylindrical part of the drill machine on which the other component are mounted. Here is the this is known as the column of the drill machine. Belt guard. Belt guard is the provided to cover the belt and pulley drive mechanism to minimize the hazard of the accident. This is the here we can employ the belt guard. This is known as the belt guard, and this is the belt. Here is servo motor is associated, and with the help of this belt, here the responsible of moving of a spindle is carried out by with the help of this belt. Chuck chuck is provided to hold the drill of different size up to 6.5 mm. Drill size more than 6.5 mm are to be fitted directly into the Morse taper of the spindle. Work table, workpiece are mounted and held in the position by the table. This table can be lifted for drilling at an angle. Here is the table clamp, and this is known as the table on which we are uh, putting workpiece. This is known as chuck, in which we are employed drill bit for drilling operations. Chuck is associated with the spindle, and a spindle is associated with the spindle clamp. Here is depth adjustment is associated, which we are using for the adjustment of the depth. Now here is another type of drilling machine is portable drilling machine, which we are using in generally for household purposes. Uh, it is a very small, compact, and self-contained unit carrying a small electric motor inside it. It is very commonly used for drilling holes in such components that can't be transported to the shop due to their size or weight, or where lack of space does not permit their transportation to the bigger type of drilling machine. In such cases, the operation is performed on the site or in the houses or for the household purpose. We using portable electric drilling machines. This is known as sensitive or bench drill machine. This type of drilling machine is used for very light work. Its construction is very simple, and it is operations are very easy to perform. Uh, we can employ here less skilled person for drilling purpose. It consists as of shown in a figure of a cast iron having a fixed table over it. A radial drilling machine. This machine is very useful because of its wider range of action. Its principal usage is in drilling holes on such work is difficult to handle frequently. With the use of this machine, the tool is moved to the desired position instead of moving the work to bring the latter in the position for drilling operation. Another type is gang drilling machine. With the help of gang drilling machine, we associated the multiple spindle drilling machine on a single bench and arranging in a row sequence. These spindles may be driven either separately or collectively. This machine is very useful when the nature of work is such that a number of operations like drilling, reaming, counter boring, and tapping are to be performed in succession on it. Various operations we are performing with the help of drilling machine like drilling, reaming, boring, counter sinking, spot facing, and tapping. We will discuss one by one. Uh, Drilling, it is the main operation done on the machine. It is the operation of producing a circular hole in a solid metal by means of a revolving tool called drill. Boring, it is an operation used after for uh, drilling operation, and the main purpose of boring is enlarging a hole which is carried out by drilling operation. Countersinking, it is the operation used for enlarging the end of a hole, give it a conical shape for a short distance. Uh, these are the example of drilling, boring, and countersinking. Reaming, it is the operation of finishing a hole to bring to accurate size and have a better surface finish. This operation is performed by means of a multi-tooth tool called reamer. We can use a reaming process for the better internal surface finish. Counter boring. This operation is used for enlarging only a limited portion of the hole is called counter boring. Tapping. It is the operation done for forming internal threads by means of the tool called tap. Uh, this is overall from the drilling operations or drilling machine. In this chapter, we have seen that what is drilling machine, working principle of drilling machine, various component associated with drilling machine, various types of drilling machine according to its application, and the various types of operation which we are performing on by the help of drilling machine like reaming, counter boring, tapping, counter sinking, drilling, and boring operation. Uh, Now in the next lecture, we will discuss about another machining process. Thank you. Thank you all.